Two of the dumbest things I ever saw was a nearly 50-year-old man, an ex-NBA player, go around some teenagers and say he was checking in. And the second is some Twitch streamer go inside of a one-way in, one-way out hood trying to get some content for free, acting like these dudes are his friends, only for him to get robbed and embarrassed. Checking in is a myth. If you don't know somebody over there, you shouldn't be over there. It's real simple. If you do check in with some strangers, you get extorted and lied to. If you don't check in, they're gonna treat you like a stranger that's wandered somewhere they have no business being. But this is just one part of the overall subject I want to go over today. I just never been more disgusted than I was when I saw that Steven Jackson video. If them little boys didn't think they could get some clout off recording you, they would have just done you like that streamer. Putting on a show, trying to prove you can still dunk with all your jewelry on around some guys that been broken at war their whole life. It's just a sign of how out of touch somebody like him is.
I ain't gonna lie, that was kind of goofy though. As a grown man, you think I'm finna go I'm in Chicago, rich, millionaire, former NBA player. You think I'm finna drive to 64th and King Drive, walk in an O block and say I'm checking in with y'all? Have you lost your rabbit ass mind? These people be thinking that the hood and the streets is so cool that they want to be accepted, so they go quote unquote check in, not understanding that these people ain't your friends, bro. Y'all be tripping. Now let me flame on my thunky. It's rolled up in that grabber leaf, specifically the King hemp wraps. Do your homework. Hemp papers, okay? We finna get this video going.
And that's for the streamer. I don't know if you from the hood, but regardless, them guys didn't think you were or take you very seriously. When they asked somebody to bring some guns, y'all reaction was, whoa, like you still trying to get some content. The feds are sweeping. They swept this hood, block, probably 3 times just since 2021. You coming over here trying to record some criminal activity while you making money and they not is the fastest way to lose everything you came with because they're not your friends and they know you're not gonna do anything about it. But anyway, like many people tuned into the Chicago scene, I kind of been haunted by this eerie video of a rapper that signed a deal that was about to make it out, but unfortunately, this video was taken just hours before his death on this same block. Now there's a lot of debate about what happened here, and since it's Chicago, we really can't count on CPD to give us an answer, since they usually only solve most gang murders 10 years too late. And part of this is the state not believing they have enough evidence for a conviction usually. But the facts of the situation, without any rumors, is Lil Scoom had some type of relationship with this girl. He let some things happen that he never should have stuck around for, and he ended up dead. I just don't put the setup title on anybody without proof, but he stood around on a porch and relied on Uber and Lyft to get around the city while having a known face and being a gang member.
And that's what people go wrong at, bro. They be thinking that it's sweet, even though they know it's not. They move like they think it's sweet, gang. You riding around with jewelry on, Rolexes, designer on, bro. Take the fucking designer back to the store and go buy you a little putt-putt golf cart or something, gang, that you could drive around the crib in. You calling Ubers and Lyfts and you can't even get what? You know what I'm saying? Because if not, you would have been in your car. You would have been in your car until she got her key to the house and you would have sat in your car and waited, and if somebody would have pulled up looking weird, you would have got up out of there. You know what I'm saying? But since you in an Uber, the Uber pulled off. So you ain't got nowhere to go. You just here.
This girl said she didn't have a key to her mom's house, where she lived. Growing up on the south side, I can tell you that you don't just go to anybody's house at night unless their door can be easily opened. This is a rule unknown gang members and neutrons have to follow just out of common sense as well. And at his age, 18, whether this girl set him up or not, you have to realize that you don't have a girlfriend at that age. It doesn't matter where she's from. Y'all are all kids. I don't care if she genuinely does think you're safe for her house. You don't know how many people have her address. You see, back in my day, you didn't just visit a girl's house. If you're being visited, you can't just tell somebody the exact block you live on right away. You gotta at least give them a location a block or two away, far enough that you can see when they approach and make sure there's no unexpected visitors.
I want to put y'all on to some of the easiest money you'll ever make in your life. Freecash.com is a website that allows you to literally get paid hundreds of dollars just for playing video games on your phone. All you need is an email and a password. Follow the directions on each of the campaigns and you can earn at least $100. My personal favorite game to play was Sunrise Island, and when I clicked on it, they had a $370 bonus. I got $370 just for playing a video game on my phone. On average, it only takes about 17 minutes for most people to start earning money on freecash.com. So if you need some free, easy, extra money, go to freecash.com, click the QR code right here, or go in the description below and start getting that bag. You did?
You think this sounds paranoid? Just factor in how many young guys have been set up this way.
That ain't paranoid. That's Chicago, bro. That's why when stuff like that be happening, like Lil Scoom, like I ain't gonna lie, Lil Scoom kind of disappointed me in that situation, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because a nigga from Chicago, bro, we grow up like that. Mama ain't letting us just go to people's crib when we kids. We get high school, we ain't letting motherfuckers just come to our crib. We ain't going to their crib. Hell no. Pull up 3 blocks down. We finna kick it with you for hours, days, months before you ever even know where I live at.
And then factor in that this mostly happens to teenagers. You'd be surprised how easy it is for a guy to convince a girl to set up a robbery. Or worse, just look at Lauren Riley and Lindsay Kalish. They were college students playing lacrosse on scholarship when they agreed to set up a robbery at a party because they found it attractive to watch guys beat people up. And this is still amateur work compared to somebody that grew up in the hood. Now, Big U brought the most meaning to the term checking in that the world has seen in a long time. As you can see, even somebody with the power and influence to make sure you are safe in the area doesn't actually provide safety. You either get extorted or set up by the guys you checked in with, only for them to give you back a portion of what you lost and pretend they saved you, when in fact all you did was pay a tax. And LA is huge. From the 60s, the 40s, all the way to the crazy ass Mexicans. That's not a derogatory term. It's actually a very active hood over in Boyle Heights in LA. But if somebody that you came around had ops, nobody would be able to protect you if they slid. You can just imagine the things I've seen and heard where I'm from. From a guy talking to a girl only to push her down to get out of his way once bullets start flying, to hearing a girl say she wanted to be part of a clique just so she could have a sign to throw up at parties. How much convincing you think somebody would have to do for her to set you up? It's so common that a lot of time, in Chicago especially, people get framed for something they didn't even do. I knew a guy named Mike and a girl whose name I won't mention, but she was a freshman and Mike was a sophomore. After school one day, he had been sitting in a car with a few people at a gas station when everybody got out except for him, and a guy twice his age came and murdered him. Now all of this led to the freshman girl being blamed, and 2 days later she had transferred schools due to how fast the rumor was spreading. And it's interesting because the version of the story I just told you is the one that was floating around the streets. The version the Chicago police have goes like this. Mike was standing on East 93rd Street talking to a group of girls when he got into an argument with one of their boyfriends, and he ended up getting shot. The man charged with the shooting, however, was 31 years old. Mike was no
31 years old and you unalived a teenage little boy because you got into an argument with him? That don't sound goofy to you?
older than 16, and the girl who got blamed for it was 15. Now, I'm not saying this 31-year-old man couldn't have had a really young girlfriend. I'm just saying it's more likely that she might have just been present when whatever dispute happened took place, and someone, only knowing part of the story, spread this rumor. Also, there is no gas station on the block his body was found on. Now, when I was 19, things got very dangerous for me out of nowhere. You all know the story about someone close to me getting shot, but less than 2 months after that, I got sent a video that I still can't explain to this day. It was summer, and I was about to go away to college. I was sitting in my bedroom in my mom's house when I suddenly got a video sent directly to me on Snapchat from an account I didn't recognize. When I opened it, there were 2 guys walking behind my house, smoking and flashing guns. Now, you can just imagine my disbelief because I had no idea who these guys were, what these guys wanted, and how they knew where I lived. I'll still never know. But one of the most cold-blooded stories I've ever heard from someone close to the situation was the story of a guy named Dart. You might have heard some of the BDs mention him back in the day, and Chief Keef used to mention him when he first started rapping. But back before I jumped off the porch, there was a guy out south named Dart. He was known for getting money, and like in any city, these are the guys you hear get set up the most. But it actually took 2 setups to kill him. Now, allegedly, the first time he got set up by a girl he was messing with, he was sitting in a car, some guys got his location, and they started shooting, but they missed. This girl was well-spoken, she had money, and so did her parents. So what would motivate her to do something allegedly like this?
Trying to be cool.
I'm still not sure. And
trying to be cool, especially these slow-ass girls. Them slow girls who think, oh, I got the bad boy, and the bad boy wants me to let him get some money, so I'm with whatever. I'm going to show him that I'm with whatever, and I'm going to do whatever he says. What you doing?
And it's not 100% conclusive that she did it, but then again, someone close to her is the one who blamed her. But the second time Dart got set up, he actually died. And this was due to the work of someone else, but allegedly, this woman who set him up the first time even helped take care of his kids after he died. You don't have to let anyone know where you're going. In fact, if you're from a big city, you should already know not to drop your own location when you travel. But when you're a rapper, actor, or any type of entertainer, especially going somewhere like Los Angeles, there are groups that will know when you're in town. And if you don't have multiple armed security surrounding you, these groups will target you. But again, most of the time it is really just people dropping their own location. Just look at Jack Doherty. He recently claimed that he lost $350,000 worth of jewelry when he was robbed on Rodeo Drive in LA. Why? Well, I'm not sure, but he was only walking with a girl and one security guard. No common sense at all.
And that's another thing. Y'all need to understand that the streaming community and the content created community is about to be a lot more gangster than people want to talk about or realize. Because for a long time, niggas in the hood, they thought that streaming, YouTube, content, they thought it was lame, right? But every day, more and more, it's becoming more and more cool, right? And so when you look at somebody like a Jack Doherty, white boy, not from no type of hood environment at all, probably has looking at him, at his girlfriend, even what they got on, even what happened to them, don't have no type of street smarts at all. And hood niggas are starting to know who these people are. And they also know that they making a lot of money, right? And they also know that you slow, you don't got no gun on you, you not street smart at all, you not from the hood, and you're not going to do nothing once I rob you. You gonna call the police not gonna find me, and that's gonna be that. Because it's 500,000 more robberies, and you know what I'm saying? So people like him, especially niggas like him who be outside, you in real life streaming and all that, gang. Like, nigga ass told me something, you need to stream in real life. Nigga, who? You think I'm finna live stream my real location in real time to the world? Are you fucking crazy? No, you won't be me. I'm streaming from the house. Every time. You tweaking. But it's gonna get bad for a lot of niggas like him, though, gang. On bro.
Sure, but he was only walking with a girl and one security guard. No common sense at all. But if you are in the streets and you need me to tell you how to conceal your location, you probably won't last long anyway.
Right.
And if you got some money, wait to post the pictures and videos of your vacation until you get back home.
Right.
But that's all I got for you today.
Especially if you in LA. Crazy, man. You not in no damn, you feel me? You not in, man, listen, bro. You not in fucking these places, bro. You know what I mean? Like, so you not in, I don't even know what country, what's a safe ass country. You not in Dubai. You can stream, I might real life stream in Dubai. Hell yeah. In the USA? Have you fucking lost your mind? No. You know what I'm saying? Then you can post up all the fuck you want to. But it's, man, listen. Y'all better get it right. And the Trap University, shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? He always giving us these videos, and he one of the only YouTubers on here with some common sense. You feel me? And like I said, you know, the easiest way people get killed, especially in Chicago, is getting backdoor to set up. And it's summertime too, boy. Y'all better be safe out here.